blame, you net it.
I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some shit, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some shit, stick it in the ballroom. E-pop got me waiting 3 more hours. Taking all these years higher than a tower. Having all these nodes feel like superpowers. Investing all this bread, never been a coward. Call me Mr. Bond, money in the vault. I stay in the front, feeling like the goal. Don't worry about the haters, not the detonator. I'll kill in every market, call me Terminator. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself up back before the bull run. Some shit, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some shit, stick it in the ballroom.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to EMP.Money. My name is AJ, I'm the team lead here, and we have a very action-packed AMA today. Again, these are daily live AMAs and rollover events for both the Detonator and the Reactor. I have an awesome new background that I'm going to premiere tomorrow, so there'll be Reactor and Detonator on our background screen. But we have so much in this AMA today that I barely am going to be able to be on time for the rollover. So again, apologies for kind of making things super fast in the beginning, but you want to hang out the entire time because we have some major announcements during this AMA, as well as some awesome updates from everything that happened today in the MDB ecosystem. So also, I'm joined my co-host with the most, Bull Gates. Bull, how are you, bro?
Really good, bro. Let's get to it. I think we got a lot of time, so nobody wants to hear me ramble on about anything.
Yes, bro. All right, let me get our live share on the Reactor rollover event. Give me 1 second. Yes, just over 5 minutes, so we should be good to go. Give me one more moment. All right, I think we're good. Hopefully you guys can see it. Again, we've been having some technical difficulties, so let me know if you can't hear me or you can't see. Obviously, interrupt me for doing this. But here we go. So we start all of our AMAs with the Reactor rollover, and then we end all of our AMAs with the Detonator rollover. So Detonator has made a name for itself. We have a lot of announcements in regards to Detonator as a service, and this Reactor contract is our proof of concept for Detonator as a service. So these are clones of the original Detonator contract that will provide the same benefits with protocol-owned locked liquidity while giving an amazing opportunity to earn, but using whatever protocol, or in this case, eShare BNB, is another pairing in our protocol, to, again, bolster that particular LP. So we'll go into the mechanics a little bit more in depth when we do the Detonator rollover at the end. If you're new, you don't understand what this contract is, definitely hang out till the very end and we'll explain it more in depth. But this is Reactor. Again, it operates in 24-hour cycles, so we have about 4 minutes left before the rollover, and it is a daily ROI contract where you deposit eShare BNB LP. Again, Reactor gives you exposure to eShare and BNB, while Detonator gives you exposure to EMP ETH LP. So you deposit your initial funds, they are then locked in the protocol, but then after that, you're able to get a certain percentage through what we call daily burst every day. Um, and right now, Reactor is paying over 1% daily on the essentially the daily interest. So again, that number comes down over time. Detonator is about 0.5% daily, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later on. But this is brand new. It's about what 12 days old, 15 days old, and we have $1.9 million in the contract balance, and Reactor has just been killing it. So not only is it amazing on the surface just from everything I just explained, but we also give away a ton of rewards and prizes for participating. So the largest depositor of the day, which again will be chosen here in about 3 minutes, if you are the largest depositor at the very end, you get a matching bonus. And as long as you have one ticket, which tickets are given based on deposits or compounds, deposits or compounds, you get a little more tickets actually because compounding you're saving about 20%. But again, the idea is you want to build up your pool balance, or rather your deposit amount, so that you have a larger share of the pool balance, and that's how you get the most rewards. So again, tickets, as long as you have a ticket, you can win up to a minimum of $13,788, and we give that away every single day. Sometimes even more if the largest deposit is higher. Um, and again, that if you win the lottery, you don't actually get to claim it immediately and dump on all of our heads, but you're able to gain that into your initial deposit so that you can actually ROI on that winning. So 13,000 turns into almost 40. So really, really amazing stuff. All right, Bull. Again, I know it was super fast, but we'll go more in depth. Anything else you're going to say? We're at 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Good luck to everybody in Reactor, everybody in Detonator, everybody in the ecosystem. Big things are on the way here, and it really is up and to the right. Like we said, there's always going to be some short-term volatility with the merge, with a new addition of Reactor in the ecosystem. However, this team has never let us down. The community is always strong, vibrant, happy, positive. There's always a little FUD. Big deal. Push through it. Move right along. We'll keep farming, keep earning, keep learning together, and make this a really badass ecosystem.
All right, there you go, Bull. Absolutely, brother. And again, if you are new here, we'll go into this much more in depth at the end of the AMA with all the mechanics that I kind of glossed over. So, all right, 5.6 LP, 30 seconds left. Good luck, everybody. Make sure you compound last minute, and we'll see if that 5.6 LP holds up. That could be an amazing payday for them if nobody
Heck
bids
yeah.
higher. So, let's see. Here we go. 15 seconds. If you are the winner, we'd love to hear from you as well. So, all right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 12 LP, 6, 5, last minute
Woo!
snipes. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, 0. 12 LP at the last minute. Is that going to take it?
Oh, no, I think did something else come through? Hang on.
Maybe. Let me refresh. I know on stream we get a little bit laggy, so let me double
Yep.
check and I'll show you
I
how.
love this. I love this little view largest depositor button. It's so handy. I
It
think it might
is,
have been
brother.
12, but
All right, so we can we'll check it live here. So everything that you see, deposits and compounds, typically you're able to see it on chain. However, we make it much easier for you if you don't know how to read Binance BSC scan. So you go right down here, view largest deposit, and then you go to yesterday because we just did a rollover. And there you go. Yep, 12 took it down. So we had a 6.25, a 6.4, an 8.1, and then a 12 LP. And again, the idea is through this game
good.
theory,
Good day.
we're able to accumulate more than what we give away as far as deposits. So it's been
Yep.
proving that so far. And again, another all-time high pool balance as well. if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 100%. So 2,824 LP. That's 1.95 million in the contract. So, all right, awesome. All right, Bull. Oh man, what a day already. Let me go ahead and pull up my desktop while we get into our other announcements. All right, bear with me, everyone. One more moment. All right, I think we're good to go. Hopefully you guys can. We're back as long as you can hear me. We're good. All right, so lots and lots of announcements today. Again, please stay tuned through the whole live stream. It'll be for the next about 45 minutes, and we'll get to everything that we possibly can get to. If you do have specific questions, please type that in the chat below. On YouTube, again, we are now monetized on YouTube. So we're trying to push all the engagement to YouTube. All of the ad revenue will be used to buy back and burn EMP. And again, like, comment, and subscribe to the EMP channel. And go back through and look at some old AMAs as well. Everything has been recorded, and you can learn a lot about DeFi in general, as well as our ecosystem 100% for free. So, all right. Before I get to the huge announcement, I want to just do a really fast recap of today. For those of you that were lucky enough to get into the MDB Infinity presale, today was absolute fireworks. So, earlier this week we announced that we were partnering with MDB Infinity. This is a long-term partner of ours that we again have had amazing success with, and they extended some whitelist spots to our community. So over the last few days, we got everybody some whitelists, and today was the pre-sale, and they were able to sell out their entire pre-sale within like 2 hours. It was absolutely insane. Those of you that were there know it was about $1.2 million from MDB Infinity and another 200 grand from their NFTs. So the NFTs that they did, their Phoenix NFTs, they sold out in like literally a minute. I know I didn't even get an NFT. Fortunately, we got into the whitelist presale and got credit, but the NFTs were gone before we knew it. So, but that is just so bullish because we've also announced that not only are part of those funds going to be invested into EMP as a revenue stream for MDB, but we also announced that we're eventually partnering with their first NFT collaboration outside of their ecosystem. So it'll be an MDB EMP NFT. And if it's any sign of what happened today, literally selling out in 1 minute, I can't even imagine the demand that's going to be for our NFTs with them as well. So really an amazing day. Bull, you want to add to that? I know, we were all in the chat. I was on a live stream with the launch party, so I'm trying to do a live stream while doing all this other shit in the background. It was insane, man. So much fun.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
don't worry. Those squirrels show up when AJ's on other AMAs too, though.
they
So it's
do.
not just here. But it's a good joke. It's pretty funny because I think people are anticipating it now. And but onto MDB, where amazing platform, amazing team, amazing partnership, and I'm sure AJ has got some good alpha right there about. And Danny said it too on the stream too about like their commitment to this ecosystem. And Danny is the godfather if anybody didn't know that. So, but their commitment to this ecosystem, and obviously to theirs, but how their success is tied in with ours and vice versa. And that's what we want, right? We always want to be associated with good people. And I was talking to LA the other day about, the company that you keep. And even if even if you are a good person and you do good deeds, if you hang out with people who, do bad things, other people will see who you hang out with. And nobody is saying it is right to judge people, but we do observe things and judge things in the world, just to be honest, right? We do that. And so I look at, like, the company you keep as a reflection of you. It isn't a true and fair representation of you, about what other people see, but because you have to interact in the world with other people, their perception of you matters. Your perception matters the most, but if you want to make your life easiest and most effective, you have to understand that their perception of you will create resistance in your life if you have a negative characterization of you, from their view. And so when I look at, like, the partnerships that AJ creates, like, I'm so happy, like, the people that he picks, because, we're all here to make money, but we can do this in a responsible, sustainable way where the people that don't know about DeFi, the people that have been burnt in DeFi, they're going to eventually, come over here, be it like it to EMP, MDB, or any other of the great partnerships that AJ's working on. And that's really important as to forging, really making DeFi a better place. And I think it's so important for people to realize that, it is the company that we keep. It is the attitudes that we have, right? And I was just typing a little bit of something, that when you can will yourself to failure, right? If you think you're going to fail before you try, you can have a self-fulfilling prophecy of failure, and you'll say, see, I knew it was going to happen. And that happens because you really will yourself to it, or you don't have the skill sets. But if you believe and you put that belief to action, it is extremely powerful to believe in yourself. And when you are positive and productive, the company you keep are more than likely the positive, productive people. And the partnerships that AJ has brought to us so far, those are all positive, productive people. Does that mean everything works out every single time? No. Because even when you plan for things, you try your hardest. That doesn't mean you always get an A. It doesn't mean it always works. But what matters is cumulatively that you are positive, you are productive, you are helpful, and you do all of those things all of the time. Because what really sets you on that path to success is that mantra of consistently being positive, productive, helpful, happy, smiling. Those are the types of dispositions and attitudes that people love to be around, because nobody likes to be around that perpetual complainer, that perpetual fudder, because eventually, it's like a big weight on you. And so I'm really happy, blah, 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 that the partnership, especially with MDB, because Danny is a high quality, individual, both in terms of understanding the economics of crypto and, as a person, very, very good character. So thank you, AJ.
Yeah, bro. No, bro, that was amazing. And yes, it's true. Those of you that didn't get to see the live stream, it's on their YouTube channel. Again, you can find it through their Discord, or even our pin post for the recording. But a lot of that live stream was that exact discussion. Like Bill said, it's about finding people in crypto that not only, have the same, values that you do, but with any partnership, it's about bringing the same amount of value to both parties, and that really is what makes partnerships incredible. So again, we were able to drive our community into MDB Infinity. Again, everywhere we go, we bring a lot of capital behind us, and that was just another proof in the pudding today, with this sell out in a matter of hours. Again, 1.2 million, and so. And how that benefits EMP is, again, and I've said it all week long, even 2 weeks now, that capital will then now be invested, a portion of that capital will then be invested into the EMP ETH LP, where again MDB is able to use eShares to profit without hurting our protocol at all, and buy back Infinity tokens indefinitely. So again, it's an amazing way for other protocols to profit through our protocol in a very sustainable way. And so again, I guess that has a direct effect on PEG, and PEG has already started to creep up a little bit today. Everybody's concern as far as EMP, from what I'm hearing, is well, we're really far below PEG, and we are, but it's not detrimental to the community. I'm saying to the project. Yet, and again, we're not going to let it get to that point. And this is the first step in that. Again, new revenue coming in, establishing revenue streams, which we're going to talk about in 1 minute. But that has a direct effect on PEG. So between the MDB Infinity capital injection and again, within 2 weeks, by the end of the month, we should have our MDB EMP NFTs live as well, or at least the pre-sale information. I don't think we're gonna do a pre-sale. I think it's probably gonna be a public mint, but we'll get to all that when we go. But that could be another 500 up to $750,000. So again, from MDB alone, we could get a potential $1 million into the protocol by the end of the month, early next month. And that would go to directly buying back EMP because half of that LP has to be EMP. So, at least $500,000 in actual buying pressure on EMP. I mean, again, everybody's so concerned about PEG, but we have a solution. So, again, I just want to reiterate all that. But, all right, so shout out to MDB. Again, we have a lot to get through today. So, shout out to MDB. Again, go join their Discord. They're a great bunch of people. The MDB token itself, which is, again, MDB Infinity, is the new token that we're talking about, but MDB is the original token, and that has seen major growth in the last few weeks, and I think it's only really been launched for a month or two. So we should see even more potential upside in MDB Infinity because it's the same exact code, but even more aggressive. So again, that also means it could swing a lot harder, where it could go down, 20, 30% in 1 day. But over time, it just continually goes up and to the right, based on the economics of how the token operates. And so, again, another awesome opportunity. And if you did not get into the pre-sale, don't worry. I mean, there's still plenty of opportunity. On September 18th is when it goes live. You should have your tokens in your wallet sent to you. But before that happens, we'll keep everybody in the loop. But again, they'll add liquidity and actually go public on September 18th. So just make sure you're in the loop for all that. And again, it could be another awesome opportunity to get in if you missed out on the pre-sale. So, all right, Bull, any other news with MDB before I move on?
Nope.
All right, well then I'm gonna get right to it here. Again, what you all been waiting for, because we have a lot to talk about as well. So with again this PEG recovery plan, not only do we have massive amounts of revenue already committed and coming in, but the idea is that we want to create revenue streams to continue to support the ecosystem. And so we've seen so much success with the detonator style contract. Again, you've had to have lived under a rock to not have heard about Detonator. A lot of protocols have tried to copy Detonator. Our code is closed source, and we did that on purpose because we know how valuable this contract is to other platforms and how we can literally be the #1 solution on adding protocol-owned locked liquidity without having to add additional LP incentives to any crypto project on that's on an EVM compatible chain. So that is just massive. And we talked about it all week. Again, please feel free to go back to some of the old AMAs on how that's going to help. But the long story short is we offer these detonator style contracts as a service. So software as a service in the more traditional sense. And with that, we get not only an upfront cost as a licensing fee, but we also get a percentage of the rewards that those contracts produce, as a development fee. And then those fees go directly to the EMP Treasury, which, again, not only supports what we're doing over here at EMP, bringing, funds back to the mothership, so to speak, but it also allows us to be a good custodian of those contracts because we will be hosting the detonator as a service contracts on our own servers and platform where we can make sure there's no exploits or shenanigans, and again, provide all of that value to uh, those partner protocols. So, without further ado, the big partnership I've been alluding to again for the last two weeks or more, we are providing a new detonator as a service and our flagship launch with Splinterlands. So we are providing SPS BNB. We're calling it the generator. So now we have the detonator, the reactor, and now the generator. So the generator will be a detonator style contract using SPS BNB LP. And again, you're hearing it first here on the AMA. We'll have an announcement later tonight about 9 p.m. Eastern that will go out on our side as well as Splinterland side. And again, we feel like this is going to be a huge boost to both ecosystems. Again, this is just the announcement. It will not be going live until next week. So we have a full 7 days. Next Wednesday will be the actual go live date. So don't panic. We all have plenty of time to onboard and learn and know how to be involved. But if you're already in detonator or reactor, it's simply just using a different LP. So there it is. Again, their ecosystem is massive. LA, I don't know if you're available. I know LA's been spread really thin today, but we had some stats. I mean,
I'm
LA,
here.
yeah, you are there. All right, cool. I
I
know
made it.
all right, awesome. Yeah, LA, I and Bull have literally been nonstop the entire day today. So, and that's not an exaggeration. I
I
didn't
was calling
even,
today Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
yes, for sure, LA. So, I don't know if you want to read the paragraph on that we're gonna post about the stats. How big is the Splinterlands ecosystem?
Yes.
I would love. I know I put you on the spot again, but yeah, we've been talking about so much stuff. But I just want to reiterate how big this is. So yeah, I don't know if you have those stats. I know we talked about it earlier today. Their daily active users.
Yes, I have it. I'm just trying to find the right note. Give me 2 seconds.
Yep, no worries. So again, we'll get back to everybody on that. But yeah, so to answer some questions I see already is this will be on the BNB chain. So even though Splinterlands is on the Hive blockchain, Hive is not EVM compatible, and really they already have SPS on a lot of different chains. So they have SPS on Ethereum mainnet. They have SPS on Hive, and they have SPS on BNB or BNB chain. So it will be on BNB chain again, just like you would go to uh, the reactor or the detonator. So there is gas fees involved with that. However, all the math is essentially the same in terms of dollar value that we have for both reactor and a detonator, meaning a ticket is roughly about $7. The lottery prizes should be pretty um, in line with Reactor. Again, because this is just now launching. So again, no need to have Hive or resource credits or anything on the Hive blockchain. This is all on BNB because again, we are hosting the contracts. And that's another thing. You'll see it in the the post. But this is an official partnership, but we are hosting the contracts. This is not a Splinterlands contract. We do this again as a service to other protocols um, to deepen their liquidity. So, and we have a white paper that's going out again, a whole announcement. So this is simply the very first, announcement, an announcement of the announcement. So yeah, this is the first release. Again, for those of you that joined the AMAs. So go ahead, LA. Did you find it?
Yep. So just to give you guys a reminder, the detonator pool balance has grown by a monthly average of 86%. And we've seen monthly average of 86%, and we've seen 149% average monthly user growth in the first 6.5 months since its inception. And that's all been done with around 4,300 current users. While the Splinterlands community is huge with over 150,000 daily active users and 1.4 million daily transactions in the game.
Amazing, LA. So yeah,
We've done all that with 4,300 users, and they have 150,000 active users in the game per day. Like, let that blow your mind for a second.
absolutely. Again, that's why I wanted you to say those exact numbers because I think that puts it in perspective on the potential growth that we could see. And it's so beneficial to Splinterlands. Again, like Bull and I were just talking about at the beginning of this, any kind of partnership that we do needs to provide value for both parties. That is the true definition of a successful partnership. And so, again, not only can we potentially get 4% of all the deposits from the SPS BNB generator. That's our quote unquote development fee that goes to our EMP treasury again to help bolster PEG. We have a great relationship with Splinterlands, so I doubt that we're going to be just dumping SPS. We'll probably keep the BNB side and become an even larger holder in the Splinterlands ecosystem because again, there's major upside potential on that coin as well. Not financial advice, but that could be a massive windfall for the EMP treasury as the Splinterlands ecosystem grows. And again, all of this is providing massive value to Splinterlands and their players as well because now SPS, which right now is fairly low liquidity for how large of a token it is. The last I looked, it had about $1.5 million of liquidity. I mean, we could easily double or triple that in the first month. And this is massive for again BNB investors that may not know about Splinterlands or the Hive blockchain, but they can get exposure to SPS this way. And so again, it's really killer. And there is that people that aren't familiar with these contracts like to call them Ponzi schemes. Well, we have again alleviated that issue as well. Part of the Win It Now deposits will go to not only feeding EMP's treasury, but also bolstering the generator contract itself. And we will also be getting LP rewards from Splinterlands, which again, that they have that already set up as it is. They provide additional SPS to all LP providers. So again, we're just utilizing this contract to now provide or now to receive their LP rewards, which again, all of those LP rewards will be put into basically rehypothecation of how we do reactor and detonator. It's the same concept into the generator. So that's all fresh, deposits that are going into generator with that SPS from the LP rewards that will be paid out to everybody else. So even if there is no new investment into generator, which again we've seen the pool balance grow on reactor literally every day. So we don't think that's going to happen. But over the next year, 2, 3, 4 years, as long as there's fresh capital going into generator, it really could last forever, and we can accomplish that as long as Splinterlands continues to provide the LP incentives as well. So again, I just want to be fully transparent on everything. I know it's a lot of info to take in. We'll have all of this written out. We'll have a white paper, but it's a massive win for EMP and a massive win for Splinterlands because even that, like I said a minute ago, Splinterland's major issue right now is onboarding. I mean, they have such a huge, robust system, even with that, what, 150,000 daily active users. They don't have a lot of exposure on BNB and investors that want to get in because you have to set up a Hive account, you have to move all your funds over to Hive. It is a bit of a pain, which is well worth it from an earning potential, but we all know that, a lot of investors can be lazy. So this gives, again, massive exposure to the SPS BNB LP through our contract. So I know that was a lot. I'm out of breath already. Oh man. Elliot or Bull, anything you want to add? Or I'm happy to take some quick questions about Generator. Nobody? All right. Anybody from the army? Oh, I think we have Kirk. Kirk, go ahead, brother. How are you?
Man, I'm hoping everybody's just on the floor passed out. That's why nobody can talk.
Yeah, I hope so too, Kirk. I think you're right. We blew their minds. Everybody's just they're in shock, right? Yes.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't think this to me is like so bullish. It's amazing. I was just curious. I actually got this question answered earlier, but I thought other people might be interested to know. For Generator, what's the LP pairing that is going to be used?
Yes, awesome question. So it is SPS. So again, it's the Splinterlands ecosystem, which they usually abbreviate as SPL. But this is their actual governance token. So there's multiple tokens in the Splinterlands ecosystem. DEC is dark energy crystals. Those are more of the utility token. So again, if you compare it to our ecosystem, EMP would be more like DEC. That's meant to really, be the transaction token or utility token, and then SPS would be our share token. So again, SPS is more of a governance token in the platform and really a way to have true ownership of the platform. So that is really again where the value is. DEC is meant to be pegged 1,000 to $1. So it's a little bit under that right now, just like we are. DEC is really unique too. It's actually an algorithmic token, but the backing of the token, rather than again ETH or Blue Chip or anything else, is the actual utility in the game. So there, and again, I don't want to go too much into it, but they have a really unique model for their DEC token as well. But both of those are on Binance Smart Chain. Again, you can look up DEC, but DEC is meant to just kind of be stable. You're not buying DEC and hoping it goes up. SPS, however, could be absolutely massive, and that stands for Splinter Shards. That's what they're called, shards. And they, again, when and if or when Splinterlands would eventually be listed on Coinbase or Binance, it would be the SPS token. So again, does that answer Bull? I mean, sorry, Kirk. I don't know who I'm talking to. Kirk, did that help?
Yeah, no, it totally did. Yeah, I was curious about that, and and that is, I was just doing some investigation. That's not a new, obviously, LP pair. I mean, there's liquidity there. You can go ahead and start collecting that now if you're interested in getting into the contract next week when it goes live. It's something you can get now.
Yeah, 100%, brother. And again, those that are paying attention after this announcement, they may go grab some SPS in preparation for again our launch, because again the idea is not only about getting in yourself and having a position, but the more supply of SPS that's then locked into the generator, that also can help price appreciation. So the LP is SPS BNB, and again we'll have a Zap function just like we do if you don't know how to create an LP token. We'll have that coded for you and make it easy. So yeah, but yes, it's SPS BNB.
Cool. And I can neither confirm nor deny that I'm buying SPS right now.
I love it. Right on, Kirk. Yes, brother, no doubt. I know. Again, nobody knew about this other than again Jake and a very few people on the Splinterlands team. So we've been working on it behind the background, in the background, getting everything ready. But I don't think we've seen any sort of a pump on SPS like we could. So yeah, not financial advice, but there you
Oh,
go.
I do have a follow-up question though, real quick.
Yeah.
Without getting too far in the weeds. I, as you know, am now have my little side business renting cards on Splinterlands. And when you're doing that, you're earning DEC. And so I haven't done any sort of cashing out or anything yet. But now I'm curious: is there a way, and if it is, what's the most easy way to convert DEC into SPS?
Yes, that's a great question, Kirk, and we could probably do a whole follow-up video on this as well. But you cannot get EMP directly into Splinterlands and then buy DEC or SPS with it. So what you would want to do is again through your specific situation, you would take your DEC that you're earning from rentals, and then you would bridge, which they have a function in the Splinterlands user interface. So you don't have to go to another protocol. You don't have to have exposure to third-party risk. You can do right in the Splinterlands interface where you're able to bridge your DEC to Binance Smart Chain, and then once the DEC is on Binance Smart Chain, then you can simply just do a swap for BNB or BUSD, or I think you can even go DEC directly to SPS once it's on Binance Smart Chain and off of Hive. So or out of your in-game wallet. They can't do it in-game because then they'd be considered an exchange. So and you need a lot more licenses to be able to do that. But there are a lot of ways to do it. And again, I'm happy to help you one-on-one. It's probably a little bit too much to go into right now on the AMA, but hopefully that helps.
Yeah, no, cool, thanks. That I can start scoping that out.
All right, awesome. And there you go. That'll be a new video. Well, again, I'm gonna try to give you a break, Kirk, but that might be the next video we need to release. So yeah, and then one last question I saw, and then I'll give Joe. I know Joe has been super involved in these ecosystems. I'd love to hear from you, Joe. One more thing. What was it? Oh, so yes, the rollover time. So again, I'll answer it here. We're not publishing it until we have the post on after this AMA, but we're shooting for I believe it was 10 p.m. UTC, which puts it an hour before Reactor. So that's 6 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern would be Reactor rollover, and then 8 p.m. Eastern is Detonator. So again, an hour in between each one as of right now. Generator will be first, then Reactor, then Detonator. And again, the reason we did that time frame, and it is subject to change, but we'll let you know before we actually go live. But they have a large player base in Europe and the Philippines, so we needed to have it as early, a little bit earlier, while still, catering to the schedule that we've already laid out. We may get to a point where we have 100 of these, and we will have overlap, but I want to give everybody an opportunity to be in all of them with the time frames. So yeah, go ahead, Joe.
Hey, yeah, that was just rewind real quick. Watching that YouTube today was insane, and watching
Yes,
that
brother.
meter, that meter did not stop moving. It was like a rocket taking off. I've never seen anything like it on a launch of a project. So that was really cool to watch. And it's funny. I went and got my my tokens first, and then I went to go get NFTs, and just like you, boom, 300. Like
Gone.
was like,
Yes.
gosh, I counted 10 and they're gone.
Yeah, no, for sure, Joe. I know,
So,
like you were saying, in hindsight, we could have bought the NFTs first, but there was no way
yeah,
I was gonna miss, no way I was gonna miss both. So when I saw they were gone, I was like, all right, I'm going all in on the whitelist spot. So yeah, yeah,
exactly. It's all good. It's all good. Really exciting. I mean, that just is a testament of how much people like MDB, trust them, and then the whole partnership that you two have is going to be pretty insane to watch develop. Yeah, but as far as Splinterland, I'm really enjoying it. I'm a little bit more seasoned now, not like you, of course, but I did get Splex set up, the
yes,
rental site you recommended,
yeah, totally,
and yeah, that is just incredible because originally I was buying cards within Splinterland. I was renting them one by one, which was great because that's a good way to start. You get a feel for it, kick the tires without getting too crazy or doing anything wrong or causing too much damage. But then from there, I was I got introduced to Peak Monster, and that was a whole new avenue of being able to group your cards collectively, be able to buy a lot of cards at once, be able to rent out your cards. But that does have some limitations because there's no cost for it. So
totally,
Splex was the next best thing. And once I got that set up, I went through the admin within Discord who set me up. And yeah, I got all my cards in there. And the amazing thing is they're all Peak Monster, Splinterland, and Splex are all seamless because they all work off the same database. So what you do in one reflects in the other. So there's no like worrying about, oh, did I rent on this site? Did I move cards to this site? It's all integrated, which is beautiful because you can jump back and forth from the different areas and still have everything contained within Splinterland. And
totally.
yeah, no, I mean, it's as soon as I turned on the rental in Splex, I mean, within seconds, they started getting listed and rented, and it was just amazing to watch that happen. And then, of course, you earn DEC, and I was able actually to get some Splinterland or what is it called?
SPS,
SPL,
SPS, yep,
SPS.
yep,
Sorry, yeah,
Splinter
I
Charge. You
got some
got it.
SPS,
You're
and
learning.
I
You got it,
and I
Joe. Yeah, yeah.
and I already have it staked. So that was a
Perfect.
really cool thing. So I can't. This generator is going to be insane because people are going to be using SPS within the protocol, within the game. So this is a perfect way for them to build their SPS, and they have staking opportunities. So it's not going to be a pump and dump. These people have high utility for that token. So, I mean, given the massive size, even if only half the people get involved with it, I mean, you're talking like a behemoth compared to our detonator in short time. So all that money coming in and flowing back to EMP is so bullish. I'm so excited because I'm glad you are part of Splinterland because the fact that you were able to partner up with them and have us use our EMP responsibility is just amazing. And I
Totally.
know card rentals and maybe games isn't for everyone, but really you should just check it out and just look around because it is really neat. I haven't really played, but the rental part and the passive income really have me piqued my interest, and I definitely jumped in. And now I'm just trying to optimize everything, but I'm really excited for what everything will come out of this. So great job.
Amazing, Joe. Yeah, bro. Again, that is some major, major, insight on how to actually profit in the ecosystem as it stands. And yes, we've been teasing Splex and Rental Golem. That was the original name was Rental Golem. But the actual website is Splex, SPLEX, I believe, .gg. We'll post the link. All this info is in our Discord. And yeah, I mean, it's massive. And again, some more alpha, Joe. You always know how to get it out of me, bro. So we may be hearing a lot more from Splex in the future. We have a lot of ideas. I've been talking with their development team very heavily. Obviously, we're onboarding a lot of new users. They love that. We all love that. Again, the more people in Splinterlands, the better for everybody, and vice versa. The more people in EMP, the better for everybody as well. So, yeah, if you're not into playing, um, a card game, which I get, it's a lot of fun, but it might not be up your alley, and that's fine. But you literally through Splex, it takes me maybe an hour every 2 weeks just to check in on the rentals, and it's like having a property manager on your rental properties without having to pay them or paying them very very little, because Splex is a fee, but again it's like minimal compared to the amount that they're able to generate on your behalf without having to do anything in that at all, as far as like Joe said, did I rent it over here? I forgot what card I rented. Moving back and forth, it's all in one location. So, and one more thing too, before I forget, there was some issues today with some price feeds. So EMP was not on the site. Splinterland site to be deposited, but that is just a temporary issue. Again, it could be an hour, it could be a day, we don't know. So if you're looking on how to import EMP into Splinterlands, again, just learn about it first, and then as soon as it's alive again, you can do it. But just giving everybody a heads up on that as well. So, Bull, was there something you were gonna say? Go ahead, Bull.
Oh no, I was going to say the Splex sounds similarly striking to, or strikingly similar to an auto vault. You get to earn
For
while you
sure.
learn, right, Joe?
Yeah, same sort of concept, right, Joe? I mean, yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because once you get them in, it takes over for you, like you said. I mean, the fee sounds high. I think it's around 10% of your profits, which sounds like a big haircut. But, based on their metrics, if you were to only go in once in a while to check on your rentals, because everything changes within Splinterland as far as card value and where you are within the season and if something's closing out. So if you started off with a high rental and the price drop, well, now you're not renting your cards. If you start off with a one price, let's call it, I don't know, call it $1. It might be worth $3 rental now, and you're missing out on that if you haven't gone in and updated it. And they're saying that by just converting over to a passive setup from your current checking in once in a while, you'll double or triple what you get in revenue. And if you're the person who is hands on and goes in every single day, that means you're spending a couple hours every day to optimize your cards. They still say you're going to get about 20% better by just letting the bot system do it for you automatically, because you're talking about a bot that just scans all your cards, automatically knows the best price, and is constantly doing that around the clock versus you having to do it, and you get your time back. So, I mean, talk about a win-win. So that 10% means nothing if you're getting a lot more for your cards at the end of the day.
Yep, no doubt, Joe. And I can attest, I have one of the largest accounts in Splinterlands, and it is worth every single penny that they charge. I mean, I would, again, I love paying them because that means I've been killing it on all the rentals. So, yeah, again, it is a fee, but there's nothing better out there. And again, there is a referral reward, a referral code that they just implemented. So if you are going to use them, please look at our referral code for EMP. All of those rewards will be used to bolster all the cards that the EMP Treasury owns. So again, and that kind of plays into that alpha I was talking about. We're accumulating cards that are protocol owned cards through the referral fee from all the EMP that's spent, and as well as the referral fee on Splex. And as we acquire cards, we're gonna need something to do with those cards. So again, maybe another revenue stream. Who knows? So all that info will be released down the road. But again, we're always looking at building community through great projects, and Splex is another huge one. So if you want more info, go to Discord, and everybody will be able to help you out over there, as well as the referral link. And if you've already signed up for Splex without our referral link, please shoot them a message and tell them, and they'll retroactively credit it to us. So that would be huge. All right, awesome. A few more announcements. I know we're cutting it close. We're gonna do the golden ticket giveaway after the rollover. We've been running out of time all week, so we're gonna have to do that after. So bear with us on that. And then one more thing too about the MDB partnership. So I know a lot of people have been asking today. You may have noticed that the APR on that farm has started to go down. We have been mentioning it a few times, but today is the official announcement that we will be discontinuing that farm. So I don't want that to sound like a negative. Obviously, after today, we've had massive success with MDB. We love them. They're amazing. It could not be better for everybody. However, the whole idea of the eShare MDB Plus pool, not only was it great to add some stable backing to our liquidity, but the number one reason was through an arbitrage bot to actually generate revenue for us in that pool. And unfortunately, after weeks and weeks of troubleshooting and trying to make it work, that arbitrage bot just is not coming to fruition. And we'd much rather put those LP rewards to the other pools. So you actually see EMP ETH and eShare BNB pools increase a little bit because we only have so much eShare to distribute. So again, and really, if you're in MDB Plus already, you should have seen the way the token works. You're not really losing any value. You may have lost some value on the actual LP pair, but you still get your eShare back. So again, we'll do another announcement about it. I just want to give everybody a heads up as you see the pool balance, the reward APR going down on that farm. It's really just better for all of us, and both MDB Plus and eShare to move those other places in the protocol. So again, I don't want it to be a bummer. It was the only reason was that arbitrage bot just wasn't able to come to life. And so now we're pivoting a little bit. So yeah, all right. Anything else you want to add, Bull, while I get up the rollover?
Steven had something, had his hand raised, and I probably did unmuted him so quick you didn't see it. So, Steven, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Steven.
Oh, hey, Jay.
What's up, brother?
That's pretty big news, man.
Yes.
I just heard it.
Yes, man. So I wanted to tell you so bad, bro, but it was all internal, and obviously we don't, let things out of the bag early. But yeah, bro, I thought you would be really happy about that one. So they are announcing it from their side around 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. And yeah, man, I mean, both ecosystems now. For everybody that doesn't know, Steve is an awesome friend of mine from we go way back, and he's heavily involved in EMP as well as Splinterlands. So yeah, I don't know, Steve, you want to maybe talk real fast about how this could be super beneficial to everybody involved? Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Splinterlands ecosystem, it already was a pretty good partnership with EMP, and the fact that you can use EMP to buy credits within the platform and everything, and I've been sharing that so much.
For sure.
But now to see that we're going to have the ROI contract, I can't wait to see how this is all going to work. With the SPS and BNB token, because the big thing that it's going to do to the Splinterlands ecosystem is lock up that governance token within the contract. And that's absolutely amazing because it's not the same thing as like burning a token, but it has the same effect as far as it's going to be taken out of a lot of it's going to end up taken out of circulation, and it's going to help, make the token a lot more rare. At the same time, you have governance proposals going live. We have $15 million worth of SPS that's about to go into the DAO, and Splinterlands has a massive player controlled DAO that if we can spread the word about this, we could put in a vote to put in a very large amount of money into this protocol.
Yeah, brother. No
So,
doubt. And I know you and I both are on the higher end of that list. So, and really,
yep.
we both have the best interest of Splinterlands involved. I know, people that aren't familiar with Detonator, they compare it to maybe a Ponzi scheme or, traditional ROI contracts. But it is so much more than that, Steve. And I know you see the potential. Again, when we originally announced our partnership with Splinterlands and starting to lease a detonator, I thought, my God, like there's no other protocol that could benefit more from this than Splinterlands. And yeah, like you said, it's a major way to decrease circulating supply because they already offer LP incentives as well. We'll be able to use that to bolster payouts. I mean, it's just every way I look at it, there's no downside. So yeah.
Yeah, and a fun little side note, I do Splinterlands TV streaming twice a week, and their announcement will come from them during the middle of my stream tonight. So I'll be on there, and I'll be able to talk it up.
All right, well, we'll all join you over there. Real quick, definitely plug your YouTube and the Splinterlands TV as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'm Stever82 on Hive and YouTube and most of the other social sites. You can find me like that. But Splinterlands has a special thing going on Twitch called Splinterlands TV, where they try to have a streamer going 24/7. And I stream twice a week. On tonight, 8 to 10 p.m. Pacific, or 5 to 7, or I don't know. The Eastern time gets me messed up. Maybe I'm wrong and it's going to come out early.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, but I know it's 8 to 10 Pacific.
All right,
and then Sundays in the morning. So it's a good thing that we're all giving away stuff. And if you guys are looking to get some free stuff and you have your Splinterlands account today, they're giving away Rift Watcher packs all day. They're giving all the streamers Rift Watcher packs, which is the newest pack to give away.
Yeah, I saw that announcement. You're going to be getting it before anybody if you win those. So yeah, all right, awesome, brother. Well, and again, on a personal note, I really appreciate all your help in educating. Again, not only are you an avid Splinterlands player and a fellow champion level player over in Splinterlands, but you have definitely done a deep dive with both feet into EMP. And again, I think it's very valuable to have you be able to explain the synergies. So we're going to be seeing a lot more of Steve as well. So yeah.
Yeah, I got to do some stuff around the house before my stream, but I'll be lurking around, guys.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Steve. Right on, brother. All right, good to have you. All right, awesome. So let me go ahead. Bull, can you see Detonator? Is that up? Again, I apologize, guys. I want to make sure the stream is right. Again, I know Bull said it earlier. So I was going to do the live stream with MDB, and literally the internet went out. It's like, so the squirrel joke continues. I live in a metropolitan area, and literally, no matter what I do, whenever it's important, my internet goes out. So there you go. All right, we're going to play the Detonator video because it does an amazing job explaining, and then we'll get ready right before the rollover, 6 minutes. So here we go.
Welcome to the Detonator. The Detonator is a system to multiply your Ethereum and EMP by 365% while providing 5 ways to earn. A daily largest depositor prize, a daily lottery prize, a daily burst based on your deposited amount, instant rewards from all new deposits, and a Win It Now button. Every day, right after the detonation countdown ends, the largest depositor prize is awarded. Huge sums are at stake as investors bid against each other to see who will come out on top. At the time of detonation, the winner receives a massive 100% bonus on their deposited amount. At the same time, the lottery winners are drawn. The number of winners and the prize amount is determined by the largest deposit. To participate in the lottery, you can deposit new funds or compound your earnings to receive up to 100 lottery tickets per day. The more tickets, the higher your daily chance of winning. Attached to these incredible ways to earn is your daily burst. Your daily burst is based on the amount you have deposited and is paid out continuously toward your maximum ROI. The instant rewards feature rewards you every time someone else makes a deposit, which can often yield some surprising bonus profits. Now, if you don't like the idea of competing with others for the largest depositor prize, the Detonator also features a Win It Now button. This button allows one user per day to win a guaranteed 100% bonus by depositing the equivalent of 2% of the total pool balance. Investing has never been this much fun. After the detonation, the detonator resets and a new cycle begins. That means all unclaimed rewards will roll back into the pool. So make sure to claim or compound your earnings at least a few minutes before the rollover. You may miss a day of rewards, but you won't lose any money. Your time to reach your maximum payout will just be slightly delayed. Furthermore, by compounding your earnings, you can increase your maximum payout limit exponentially, while also being rewarded with another 20% bonus. All these systems combined make the Detonator truly revolutionary, and one of the best passive income tools available today.
Again, it does a better job explaining in 2 minutes than we ever could. That's our incredible explainer video by Julius. And again, he's the brains behind all the new UI, the designer. Again, he's not a coder, but he can make things look pretty, that's for sure. So, all right, awesome. Bull, anything you want to add to that? We had 2 minutes left before we have the detonation rollover. So go ahead, Bull.
Two things. Interestingly enough, during that, I just got an ad for Splinterlands. So nice. And I heard your son yelling, take that. So
yeah.
he's excited about the detonator video.
Yes, no doubt. So, yes, that was my son in the background. Yeah, he was actually yelling at a cat. We got a new cat, and I'm not a cat person, so I'm not used to this.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. But he was on the counter, and he was like, get the cat. So apparently cats love to climb on furniture. So there you go. Yeah.
They do.
By the way, nobody said anything about the cat being back.
The cat being back.
Yeah, on Bull's picture.
I noticed it.
Yes, of course. No more Optimus Prime. Now it's the cat. Good point, LA.
Yep.
Man, LA is so observant. I love it. Yeah. All right. Well, we had the cat back. There you go, Bull. So yeah, and I'm not a cat person yet, but you're right. I've had dogs all my life, but this cat is like a dog. Like it wants to hang out with you. So that's the kind of cat I like. All right, 1 minute. Enough about cats. Detonator. Let's give away some money. We're giving away a ton of money again today. Based on the current price. It's 12,687 LP as the minimum lottery prize. Make sure you're compounding and getting credit for all those tickets as we go. We got 1 minute left. We'd love to hear from you. If you are the winner, please join us in all of our socials or here live.
1 minute compound, people.
Yep, here we go. All right, and we have 23 LP as the current largest deposit. We'll see if we get a big one come in at the last minute. And remember, with those instant rewards, you get a little bit more of a bonus even with those larger deposits. So, all right, here we go. 40 seconds. Good luck, everyone. 35. And the pool balance is still looking really good. $4.5 million in the pool balance. What we should be back over 108,000 by the time we roll over. Here we go. Yep. All right, 20 seconds.
Oh yeah, I predict a massive surge in EMP in the next couple of weeks.
Absolutely, Bull. 15 seconds. Not financial advice, but I agree, Bull. All right, 10, 9, 8. Well, 23. Take it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I think 23 did take it. Let me refresh. All right, is 23 the winner? Yep,
yes.
Looks like it is. So there you
Oh
go.
my God.
Wow, a massive day for 68E, the ending wallet address. So the 23,
Sexy.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is the 28 LP, which man, that's like what $1,000, to 1,500 somewhere in there. Just won not only a matching deposit on their deposit, but basically $12,000. So that's
Mhm.
pretty incredible. And again, I mean, just that goes to show, you can get away with it if you're paying attention and nobody
Well,
else tries to go in. That is part of our game theory in Detonator. So congrats to them. Again, what did I say? The early bird gets the worm. So they were paying attention and threw a little in. Nobody else went, and they win. It's that easy. So, but remember too, all of the deposits are now accumulative. So, I know there's been people that are asking, like, can a bot snipe, or things like that. And really, as long as you're playing it, as we recommend, where you deposit the majority of your LP, and then if you want to go for a snipe at the very end, you can be really sneaky about it, because it's accumulative. So, if everybody were to do that, then the chances of a last minute bot or sniper going in are very, very low. So yeah, and we always say if you're going to deposit, you might as well bring your sledgehammer or bring a lot of capital, because remember, no matter, even over the 300 LP, you get a up to a 3% matching bonus. So you could potentially snipe a massive amount. Maybe you can't afford, the win it now button, but you could do 1,000 LP snipe and get credit for that matching bonus. So yeah, there's a bunch of ways to play the game. And again, we've seen it time and time again, about those that pay attention, can truly, get some interesting rewards. So, all right, Bill, let me pull up my desktop again. We're gonna give away some tickets here. Bear with me.
oh. Yeah, it just proves, we were having a brief discussion there about confidence. There's a difference between confidence and conceit, and conceding defeat. And when you have confidence, there's a reason that you should have confidence. It's that you see how people it's for me, everything really is about consistency. That the person that is diligent, they're consistent, and they show up every day, and they're true to their word. That means something in my book. I'm sure it means a lot to other people as well. And when you know that exists, and you've seen like the gains that people have made here, I think people have a higher degree of confidence than the people that don't show up to the AMAs. They don't, watch YouTube videos. They don't watch, videos that are made from people in the community. And they're just really disengaged and disconnected. And they will concede to defeat very easily, because they'll look at that chart, and that chart is enough to crush their spirit. And so it's not that I want to, point my finger and laugh at these people. It's actually the opposite. I want them to be here. I want them to be positive. I want them to understand really what's in development, what's in, kind of in the pipeline. And I would encourage everybody, that's selling EMP. If you are, I think you're going to be very, very disappointed that you did that. And I don't want anybody to live with regret. So I would encourage you to make your own choices and figure out what's been delivered here now up to now, and ask yourself if you think that AJ is just sitting around on the couch watching Judge Judy all day, because he's not. There's a lot of things in the pipeline, and I think everybody is going to be incredibly excited. Like you could hear that absolute enthusiasm, like in Steve. I love how he said it, Stever82, the YouTube channel. I love the enthusiasm in his voice, and he obviously has a very strong attachment to Splinterlands and a passion for it. And listen to how he said how the Detonator really integrated now it's not integrated into the Splinterlands ecosystem. However, it is a mechanism to lock up, as he said, SPS, because that is going to be the DAO token. And that's why it pays to be in the know, right? In the knowledge of being involved. And like, clearly this is a guy who is deeply invested both financially, but time-wise in his community, and his investment and his projects, right? Because he's got his own YouTube channel that covers Splinterlands and EMP as well. So I would, I'm not telling everybody go out and make a YouTube channel, but the people that are passionate about these projects and the people that are, really investing that human capital are the people that, are in the channels trying to help those people who maybe lack confidence in a project, to have some confidence. And I've spoke on this a number of times in the past about managing your expectations, and knowledge is the number one tool to have to be able to properly manage your expectations. And there is a huge difference between this idea of if and when. If a project leader said, yeah, if we do this, if we do that, things might work out. It could, and they never delivered. Would you want to stick around in that project, or would you rather stick around in a project where the people deliver, they show up all the time, and they say, when we do this, when we get back to peg, when we give you Detonator as a service, that means something, to me, because that shows, the people are confident, they're consistent, they're diligent, and they are doing everything in their power to succeed. But it's because they're in the know, right? Because they're engaged here every day, have their hands in the dirt, really, truly farming and learning the real finer points of the ecosystem, be it like Stever82, in Splinterlands, or Joe here, or LA, anybody here, right? Like Randy, Charlie, but all the people that are consistent stinky beans. So sorry for not like putting everybody's name out there, but the point is the people that are here or in any project you're involved in, the people that are working every day for everybody else, typically for nothing, those are the people that have confidence because their hands are busy, their minds are busy, they're doing things really actively promoting the health of the ecosystem and the health of people's confidence. Because if people were to speak in terms like, oh, if we recover peg, if this ever happens, maybe I'll get around to it, maybe I'll read that paper, maybe I'll watch a video, maybe I'll make an investment. Nothing happens. Nothing will happen except for failure. But when you are in the know with knowledge, with your hands in the dirt, and you're doing, you are promising yourself a better future. You're not going to, that it doesn't assure you of success, but it promises you a greater chance at success. So that's it.
Yeah, absolutely, Bull. No doubt, brother. And yeah, we're gonna get right into it. And again,
Yep. Sorry.
no, bro, I love it. Well, I loved everything. I just gotta be fully transparent, man. You said that I don't eat lunch and watch Judge Judy, but I can't confirm nor deny that. I love me some Judy, bro.
I'm sorry. Okay, I was wrong on that one. So.
I love it, man. Yes, God love Judge Judy, bro. No, but I agree, man, and that's true, bro. Everything you said, again, is spot on, and that's again, I come from the other side. In other words, I was a project investor, and I saw all these other, and I mean, I am a project investor, but EMP is the best place to be, so I don't have to go anywhere else now. But my point is that yes, what Bull said, it's always an if, never a when. And we operate on this perpetual cycle of hype that 9 times out of 10 never comes. And that's what other crypto projects have been built on. And getting involved in starting EMP and building a team that we have, like we all said to that we're not going to be that team. We're going to be a team that actually delivers. on everything that we say we do. And again, we've done it based on not words, but actions. I mean, we've never had an exploit. We've never announced a launch that we never were able to commit to. You know, we've just been announcing new announcements and partnerships literally every day. It feels like, at least, for the last 2 months. But yeah, it's just getting better and better here at EMP. So, all right, let's give away some tickets. Just again with transparency, not only am I a Judge Judy fan, but I also have to be transparent about how these tickets work. We are able to give away tickets in the Detonator contract. Just to be fully clear, if one of those tickets wins, you will be able to see on my live stream here the corresponding address. So, again, there won't be the on-chain data will not have a deposit associated with the address, but you will be able to confirm that it was a winner of this giveaway. So we're giving away 5 tickets a day for the next 2 weeks. Well, now it's about 12 days remaining, and then on the very last day, we're giving away a large amount of tickets. And the way you get these tickets is through completing our academy. So if you've completed the academy and added your wallet address to your profile, again, don't ever fall for a scam. We don't want your private keys, just your public wallet address. And you don't even have to put your name if you don't want to. If we can connect your wallet address, you are entitled to this, and we will automatically apply your ticket within 24 to 48 hours to hopefully have you win. I mean, my God, how amazing would it be if one of these tickets actually wins, and then you basically were given, 12 grand in today's prices to complete the academy. Would just be incredible. So, all right, let me pull up the Wheel of Fortune. No copyright infringement. And we will give them away here. Give me 1 minute.
So I guess that's called learning to earn.
Yeah, Bull, I would say so. That's we love to say learn to earn to learn. Joe PV Trader came up with that one, but yeah, that would be the ultimate earn, learn, and then earn. That's what that would be. So yeah.
Yeah. It's the infinite loop again.
100%. All right, let me refresh one more time. All right, good luck, everybody. All right, first winner is Academy. Again, that just means they did not provide their name, but the wallet address ending in 9596. All right, we got 4 more. Here we go. Oh, we're good. Chris, yep, D226. Oh, let me refresh. All right, another Academy, F1, C6E. All right, that was 3, 2 more.
While you're loading up that next one, AJ, we are rapidly approaching 200 graduates in the academy. So we'll probably hit that sometime tonight.
Amazing, Kirk. Yes. Again, shout out to Kirk. He did the entire academy and created this awesome Wheel of Fortune as well. So yeah, that's great to hear, Kirk. I know we've been gaining, and graduates are different than signups, so we'd love to see actual people completing the academy as well. So, all right, Livin, BD7C. All right, and then one more, right? That was 4. I think this is the 5th. Good luck. Final draw is, again, another academy. That's 8A, 135 ending wallet address. So there you go. The golden tickets have been drawn from the Willy Wonka of DeFi myself, I guess. So, all right, awesome. Let me go ahead and pull up my desktop. We'll wrap it up. LA, was there something you wanted to say, or?
Oh, yeah. I'll hop back on in 1 minute.
All right. All right, bear with me, almost here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's for sure him, but if it's the same Livin, I'm pretty sure he's one of our biggest supporting community members. So
Yep,
Yes,
it is.
excited for
it is.
yeah.
Yes, I thought that was Livin. So yes, he is majorly involved on Twitter as well. He's one of our Twitter
Yeah.
raiders. Yeah. Okay. Great catch, LA. Again, man, my brain has been all over the place today. LA is so observant that I miss things. But yeah, I hope that is Livin. If it is, congrats, brother or sister. But I think Livin. Yeah, he that's awesome. So, and yeah, we had Treebs, a guy I've known forever. He won yesterday. So yeah, again, and it's all in real time. That's why you see me hit reset on the wheel, is because it pulls the data from our database in real time. So again, everybody that's completed will get credit. And we'll do a massive giveaway on the final day. Which, Ella, do you know what that is off the top of your head? The day that we
The
end?
21st.
All right,
The
perfect. The
21st, and
21st.
it'll be 35 tickets that day.
All right, perfect. 35 tickets on the 21st, and everybody will be eligible again. So if you've already won, we
Everybody that what?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Great point, Paul. So if you've already won, okay, everybody that finishes the academy and actually gets their certificate of completion is eligible. So those automatically go into
Who
the
put their wallet address in their profile as well.
correct. So you have to add your wallet address, or we have no idea who to give the winning to. So yes, those are the prerequisites. Thanks, guys. Keep me on track here. And then all that data goes into that wheel that we spin in real time. If you are the winner, then you're automatically taken out of that pool because you've already won. You can't win twice. However, everybody will be eligible again on the very last day. So potentially you could win twice if it's the last day, but we want to do a mega giveaway on the very final day, the 21st of September. And again, we'll be giving away like 35 tickets that day as well. So, all right, cool. Was that it, Ella? Did we go over everything? I know we got to wrap it up. We have a major that all the announcements and Alpha I gave will be going live at 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll also have an announcement from the Splinterlands side as well. So please join us over on the general chat of the Splinterlands Discord. We're going to need all hands on deck to explain the power of Detonator. And again, we're going to have a lot of new faces probably in Telegram and Discord. I'll be over there as well tonight to answer questions in the Mavericks chat, which is the larger players. So yeah, but LA and Bull and a lot of the army will be over in the main Discord. So definitely go say hi. And yeah, there was something somebody brought up about comparing the detonator style contract to the drip garden. Again, we love drip. This is not a comparison. It's not a what is better than the other. I'm one of the original drip supporters. We love Forex. So I want to get all that out of the way before I say this, but it was a question that keeps coming up, and we hope to again even be more involved in his ecosystem moving forward. But that being said, there are similarities in our contract at Drip Garden, but again, in my opinion, it's a much more sustainable economic model. So what's happening right now in Drip Garden is that they have implemented a multiplier that is on fresh deposits, and what happens is that dilutes people even faster, you know, if you're not compounding. So, you know, there's been this kind of overall discussion of I'm compounding, but my daily burst is not going up. Well, that is just because, again, there has been so much volume going into the contract that uh, over the last 7 months that you've already done almost a 5x on your initial deposit. Some people even more if you have been compounding that much. And if you're claiming, then you're losing pool share based on everything else. So, but my point is, we have never had to implement a multiplier, so the dilution is a lot less on Detonator than say Drip Garden. But however, all of these contracts go in cycles. So even in the Drip Garden, those of you that have been compounding are set up to win massively when that token appreciates again. Now, again, in ETH in dollar value, ETH is on the floor right now. So again, we measure ROI in dollar value, not necessarily LP value. And in Detonator, you get exposure to Ethereum the whole way. So you could easily when ETH goes back to all-time highs or what I think is even higher, we could see massive gains. And that's why again, daily burst is not the best measurement of ROI. And I think people get confused with that. So and again, I'm happy to answer more questions if I need to, but I just wanted to address that as well. All right, cool. Anything else, you guys? One last word, Bull or LA?
Watch out for the announcement that's coming out at 9. It's going to have all of the details that you'll need for the generator, and we're going to pin it in all the groups of ours.
Perfect. All right, awesome. Bull, what was that? Go ahead, Bull.
No, I was just saying awesome on the announcement because they're always so good. But yeah, everybody just keep positive and helpful, and you know, really, truly, there's so much good stuff here, so many good people that, you know, when we recover Peg, all the people that, you know, were the paper-handed Jeets, they're going to have a bit of regret. And not that I'm celebrating in that, but I am celebrating, you know, in the success of all the diamond handers here that are here every day and helping one another and, you know, helping the ecosystem grow and be healthy.
Amazing. Yes, Bull. I agree 100%. We don't want anybody to lose, but you know, those again, every time you say Jeet, Bull, I get the biggest smile on my face. I love it. So yes, and it's true. I mean, we're building smart investors here, and again, I mean, I get that everybody's concerned about Peg and getting back to where we need to be, but literally today, just everything that we say is happening, and there's two major announcements with both the Splinterlands generator and the massive pre-sale that sold out in 2 hours with MDB Infinity, and both of those announcements are bringing massive capital injection back into EMP, and the big thing as well is the merge. The merge is tonight, so I think that as well will have a lot less volatility on ETH as we move forward too. So just so much bullish things happening, and those of you that have been here and will continue to be here will win the most. So, all right, awesome. Thanks, everybody. Again, share all the good news, and if there's any questions I didn't get to, feel free to type in the comments or shoot me a DM, and we'll address it in tomorrow's AMA. So, all right, good night, good day. We'll see you tomorrow.